All right, if you're running a small or medium-sized business, you know that having the right digital tools isn't just nice, it's a total game changer. Today, we're jumping into one of the biggest tech decisions you'll have to make for your team. It's the battle of the titans, Microsoft 365 versus Google Workspace. So, yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Microsoft or Google? We're going to spend the next few minutes breaking this all down, helping you figure out which one of these platforms is the absolute best fit for your team and where you're headed. Because look, this is way more than just picking some software off a shelf. This is about solving those real nagging problems. You know, making remote collaboration actually work, keeping your data locked down and secure, and navigating all those tricky regulations. The right choice here turns those headaches into wins. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, let's properly introduce our two main players. I know you know the names, but it's their core philosophies, their DNA, that really sets them apart. So right off the bat, here's the fundamental difference you've got to grasp. Microsoft 365 is a hybrid. It blends those classic desktop apps we all grew up with some really powerful cloud features. Google Workspace, on the other hand, it was born and raised 100% in the cloud. And trust me, that one difference pretty much shapes everything else we're about to talk about. So with Microsoft 365, you're getting this whole unified ecosystem. It's the Word, Excel, and PowerPoint you've used for years, but now they're supercharged with cloud services like OneDrive for storage and Teams for collaboration. On the flip side, Google Workspace is all about a super tight suite of cloud-native apps. Think Docs, Sheets, Gmail, all built from the ground up for real-time, in-your-browser teamwork. Okay, now for the main event. Let's really put these two toolkits under the microscope and compare them across the things that really truly matter to a growing business. So here's the 30,000-foot view. We're looking at the core apps, collaboration tools, security, compliance, and of course, pricing. You can kind of see a pattern here. Microsoft really shines with its powerful desktop apps in advanced security, while Google's big strength is that seamless, born-in-the-cloud, real-time collaboration. Let's dig a little deeper, starting with money and security. So let's talk dollars and cents. For Microsoft 365, you can get your team started for around $6 a person per month. That's for their Business Basic plan, which is honestly an incredibly affordable entry point for small teams just getting their footing. And it's not a one-size-fits-all deal, which is great. The basic plan gets you all the web and mobile apps. If you jump up to the standard plan for about $12.50, you get the full-blown desktop applications. And for businesses that really need to lock things down, the premium plan at around $22 adds in some serious advanced security features. Now, for comparison's sake, Google Workspace starts right around that same $6 mark, and its tiers mostly give you more cloud storage and beefier security options as you go up. But, you know, numbers on a pricing page are one thing. What does this actually look like in the real world? Well, check this out. Here's a case study of a marketing agency that switched over to Microsoft Teams. They saw a 30% jump in collaboration and, get this, a 40% drop in IT support tickets. That's huge. And that's not a fluke either. A manufacturing company boosted its overall efficiency by 25% using Teams and SharePoint. Now, to be fair, Google Workspace has its own trophy case of success stories, especially with startups and media companies that absolutely live inside Docs and Sheets, using that real-time editing to speed up everything they do. Okay, this next one is a huge deal for a lot of you: compliance. I mean, if you're in an industry like healthcare or finance, this stuff is completely non-negotiable. Microsoft 365 comes with some really robust built-in features to help you stay aligned with things like GDPR, HIPAA, and CCPA. Google Workspace offers compliance for these too, but Microsoft's tools are generally seen as more comprehensive, especially when you need those really granular enterprise-level controls. All right, so we've laid out all the pieces of the puzzle. Now, let's put them together into a simple framework to help you decide. We've talked about the what. Now let's focus on how you can choose the right platform for your business. So where does that leave you? How do you actually make the call? Well, it really just comes down to answering a few key questions about your company, your industry, and where you see yourself in a few years. Let's walk through it.
First thing to think about, how big is your team? If you're a small, nimble crew, say under 10 people, Google Workspace's simplicity and incredible real-time collaboration might just be the perfect fit. But as you start to grow, maybe heading towards 50 employees, that's when Microsoft 365's deeper features and security options really start to shine.
And second, just like we talked about, you have to get really honest about your compliance needs. If you're in one of those heavily regulated industries, again, think healthcare, finance, the choice gets a lot clearer. Microsoft 365 just has stronger, more baked-in support for that stuff right out of the box. Okay, so once you're leaning in one direction, just run through this final sanity check. 1. List out the absolute must-have features your team can't live without. 2. Double, even triple check those compliance needs. 3. Think about the future. Is this platform going to grow with you? 4. Obviously, make sure the budget works. And 5, and please don't skip this one, have a real plan to train your team. The fanciest tools in the world are useless if nobody knows how to use them. Okay, so what do you do right now, the second this explainer is over? Let's turn all this talk into a concrete plan. Here's a simple 3-step plan. Number 1, sign up for the free trials. Both Microsoft and Google offer them. There is absolutely no substitute for getting your hands dirty and actually using the platforms. Number 2, talk to your people. Ask the team who will be in these tools all day, every day. And number 3, once you've picked one, keep an eye on things. Monitor your metrics to make sure you made the right call. At the end of the day, it really boils down to this. It's about finding that perfect balance between what you need to get done today and where you want to take your business tomorrow. It's a strategic move, not just a software purchase. So, I'll leave you with this to chew on. Take a hard look at the tools your team is using right now. Are they a growth engine, actively pushing you forward? Or are they an anchor, just weighing you down? Answering that question honestly could change everything. Thanks for joining me.